We've just finished the season of creation, which finished on October the 4th, the Feast of St. Francis, and I put a number of videos up about that, some repeats from before and some new ones of what we've planted here on the hill at Sacred Heart Monastery, Kensington. And a lot of the bushes and flowers and trees are going very, very well. So the other day I took some photos around of all the flowers, so I'll just present them to you now. And this is Roger from the MSC Mission Office, and you're with Mission Alive. And part of our mission is to care for creation. And what we're doing here is planting as many as we can, native bushes, trees, ground covers, and what we can. And we hope in that to bring the insects, particularly native bees, and to bring birds, particularly smaller ones, if they can get in amongst the growth and be protected from the big birds. Just take a look at just a series of photos of all the flowers that we have around the place here. So this is one of my delights. I just found that one the other morning. It's right outside my window here. I can see that. It's taken a couple of years to get to that bloom. I'm very happy with that one. And we'll just go through them. Some grevilleas and other natives, flowers blooming. There's another one of them, close up. That was, I think, one of the first plants that I put in up on Mission Hill. So that's done very, very well, and it seems to be flowering most of the time. These are the smaller flowers on some of the bushes there. They were early in the planting also. And that's another one, same one, closer up, nice little flowers. This one I'm particularly, another one of the same thing, and this one I'm particularly happy with because it was a very, very small plant, and it's not supposed to grow very big, but it's done very well, and it's got a nice little flower on it. So all of those flowers together, just look up on the hill and everywhere look, there's some flowers to be seen. And of course under a lot of that there's a lot of compost. I don't think that one's a native, but it's a very nice flower and it's a very good ground cover. That's another one of another grevillea that we planted in a particular spot. One of our brothers wanted to plant there, so that's supposed to grow to maybe about 2 meters. It's got some very nice flowers on it right now. That's another one. That's a ground cover in the background of that, which grows very easily and spreads very easily. That's the kangaroo paw. I had some planted when I first started and they didn't survive. They're probably in the wrong spot, but this one is going very, very well, the red one, and the yellow one there is more recent, but it seems to be taking quite nicely. Another one of the kangaroo. Up in the back there is the Gymea lily. Was planted a couple of years ago. Doesn't even look like flowering yet, but they take a long time. That's another one. This one's down the front of the monastery. That flower is not as good as they were a little while ago. It's a very, very nice flower. Not a very big bush, but it's very nice. More grevillea down the front there with the monastery in the background. So we hope all those areas will grow very big and thick and bushy, and home for the birds. A lot of that has grown very, very well. Put in probably 12 months ago at the most. That was one that's put in probably some years ago. Still growing well. One of our brothers put in some back in the day. And that one too is along the front of the monastery, down on one of the terraces. So a lot of flowers there. It's quite a big bush. Beautiful flowers now. That one too, bush looks a bit scraggy, but it really puts some very nice bottle brush on it. And that one probably planted 12 months ago, or a little bit over 12 months ago. It's got this beautiful red bunch of flowers there. I really like looking at that one. these ones too. Just put them in to try me luck, and they're growing. This area is close to where we have the cactus garden, and a lot of that is going well too. That's another low, very low little bush. You might see some red flowers in there. There was a bit more there a little while ago, and that's a ground cover that's going very well, so I hope that spreads out and covers a lot of ground. And this one, I forget the name of that, but I put that in, and that's going very nicely too. That's what it does, just these round flowers on the top. And there's the cactus flowering. We put those in. We got them from up at Douglas Park, and we put them in. This is the second time they've flowered, and so we've got that. Now notably that one, the first time it flowered, had a lot of native bees on it, so I must go and check it out again and see if the bees are coming back. This is another shot of the cactus, and that's a little one that should grow maybe 2 or 3 feet high, very spiky. I never remember the names of all these things. Some of you might know the names better than I do. We put a couple of those in there. They're doing well. And there he is. He's the happy gardener with his latest favourite flower. So that's a little presentation of that. And it's been a really good thing for me to plant those, and I've got a lot of joy out of it. I have a lot of joy now when I go around and look at them and keep pulling the weeds out and whatnot. So this has been Mission Alive, our mission to the world and the environment. Thank you.